Howdy folks, it's Nick here and we're looking at another shooter on the ZX Spectrum 48K. This one is Mega Phoenix, published by Dinamic Software in 1991. A game that also came out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64 amongst some others, and it's based on the arcade cabinet, the very popular Phoenix game by Centuri in 1980. Now we've already reviewed a sort of like version of Phoenix on the ZX Spectrum by Mega Dodo in 1983. That one is unofficial, spelled P-H-E-E-N-I-X. I don't think this one is official either, but it's 8 years afterwards, so it's a little bit more advanced. Now, I'm that ship down the bottom. The backgrounds are glorious. We can activate shields to give us a short time of invincibility, but must destroy everything on the screen. Now, it's moving quite quickly. The backgrounds, as I say, are a lot better than the Phoenix from 1983 by Mega Dodo. Let's just see as far as we can get. Now, me being me, I do have a poke for infinite lives as I don't get very far. But basically, you must progress by killing all the aliens on different stages. At the end, there's a huge mothership to destroy. Great stuff. You see my lives there in the top left-hand corner, that red 2. Keep an eye on my score as well. Ships will fly down to you to try and attack you, but this was made, well, the arcade version, in an era of Space Invaders and Galaxians, so that's where it takes its influence. Colours are pretty good on this. I do like the playability, and out of the two shooters we've seen today, this one is my favourite. We've also reviewed Phoenix on the Atari 2600 a long time ago, and the sounds coming out of that one were absolutely amazing. I loved it, but look at the speed of this thing. Right, there we go. I'm doing better than I thought, actually. One gripe is the backgrounds seem to be always staying the same, pretty as they are. I would have liked them changing a little bit, because as a kid it would have made me think that I was actually getting somewhere. Looks like these are routed to the spot. We won't see any scrolling or anything. But, you know, there is some great gameplay behind that, and I'd say this is a good game. Now, if you had this one back in the day, let me know. If you grew up with the Spectrum, you might not have played it, because it's 1991. Oh dear, look at this thing, right at the end of the Spectrum's run. Oops. Yes, okay, right. I think I'm going to get kaboomed, am I? Yes, there we go. 1 life left, or 2 lives left, or 1 life left. I don't know how it works. I think when it's on 0, you've still got a life left. This egg-laying thing is firing stuff, but I do want to get to the mothership. I'm not going to get to the mothership, am I? Right, this is definitely my last life. None left in reserve. Come on, just die. I think you get a power upgrade, there we go, by just destroying that thing. Well done. Now, I think it might be the mothership next. It's the mothership. We must shoot, like the original Phoenix, shoot through this force field and kill the alien flying in the middle of the ship. You might be able to just see it. It's all the same colour, so you might not see it, but it's got big ears, it's like some sort of twisted Yoda thing. And you must avoid all these birds as well firing at you, which I didn't. So we got to the last bit, but it's bad luck, and I've died. Yes, well, we need to know what happens, because I think after you destroy that one, you just go round to level 1 again, and just keeps going on and on and on, like all good Space Invaders types games. Dynamic Software 91, let's put a poke in. Right, I think this poke is not going to work with all the enemy, so we'll see if I get to the end or not. It's still a little bit in the balance, but we need to see the game. At least if you're watching this, you can decide if you own a Spectrum, will you track it down, or if you've got an emulator, will you try and track it down as well. I think if you're into shooters and the ZX Spectrum, the 8-bit world, I think this is well worth a look up, because it looks absolutely gorgeous and it doesn't play too badly either. The ship does look like a tank in a baked bean can, but we can forgive that. It looks like it's scrolling as you go left and right. That's a nice little effect. I've only just noticed that. Don't know what these planets are. Maybe it's Earth and one that's been covered in green paint. It's the rear side of the moon. Someone's painted it green, then given up halfway through. They run out of paint. Idiots. Right, okay, so my lives aren't going down here, as you can see. Let's get to the mothership. So it looks like I've got infinite lives at work on these things at least. Keep going, Nick, keep going. We can do this thing. So we've played quite a few shooters recently in a row. Nemesis, its sequel Salamander, and now Mega Phoenix. Hooray! Now do check out the review of Phoenix, P-H-E-E-N-I-X, reviewed on the channel by Mega Dodo in 83. Although this is vastly superior in graphics and you know, the way it moves, I think I do prefer the earlier one in 83, but I'm a sucker for anything super retro, so that's probably why. I don't tend to like remakes of stuff that much. There we go, Nick. Get in the real world where they don't want to. I'd rather stay in the past. Hurrah! That doesn't mean to say I'm going to go around wearing flares or anything and say Rock Me Daddy-O or out of date stuff like that. Unless Rock Me Daddy-O's come back in again, I'll go to the pub and try it on some mega young people and see what reaction I get. What could possibly go wrong? They wouldn't have heard of Phoenix. They might not have even heard of Space Invaders. The youth of today. If you are the youth of today, I don't mean you, of course. I think you're brilliant. Excellent. Because you clicked on this video in the first place, which means you must have a little bit of retro knowledge. Unless you've made a mistake. Unless you was looking for, I don't know, the latest teeny bopper. Yeah, let's get back to the game, Nick. Now, this big bird, that's good graphics, isn't it? That's coded really, really well, despite super difficult. Lives aren't going down, so it looks like we're all right forever. He's there, get the power up, good. And you need that power up, the super fat laser, to destroy the thing at the end. Right, we should have half a chance now. The ship is gradually descending down the screen. If it descends right to the bottom, then we're dead. So we've still got a bit of a time limit here. He's attacked ships. Oh, look, the attack ships can still kill us. That's not good. Oh, no, but lives isn't going down, so we're still okay. Keep shooting, Nick. Keep shooting. But the bad thing is that you have to start from the beginning again. Right, we might have to. I have got another poke here to make me invulnerable to the bird things. That might be needed because I don't seem to be getting all the way through here. Let's just have another go. Shoot through. Nick can't even do the game with one poke on. He might need two pokes. Well, that's typical, isn't it? The shield don't seem to be working too well here. We're going round and round in circles like some, well, extremely average game player. I did complete this on the Atari version, the Atari 2600, and I think, complete it on the Spectrum 83, but I might have had a cheat for that one. I probably did, knowing me like I do. Do I know me? I don't know. I look in the mirror sometimes and think, who's that? Oh, it's me. Right. Dracula can't do that, of course, because we all know he's got no reflection. So put that in your book. If you think Dracula's in your house, hold up a mirror. If there's no reflection, then it must be the actual vampire. So you learn things about this as well, survival tips and retro gaming as well. So it's all great. Watch all the videos, comment on every single one, and then suddenly my ranking goes up, and then I'm world famous. Isn't that how it works? And then I can do this full time. That'd be nice. Don't hold your breath. I think the poke's working now. We're going to shoot through this thing. Birds can't kill me. Only rappers could do, or something. Yes, kaboom, kasplat, and that's boomed it. Right, okay. Now, I think it goes back to the beginning now. Exactly the same. So once you've completed it once, the difficulty level doesn't seem marginally more difficult. So once you've completed it once, you've pretty much done it. So it's just this again. But a nice game all the same. It recreates Phoenix quite well. It's not exactly the same as the arcade version, but it's got essence of it. The idea is there. The wave of aliens are there. Not too much colour in the aliens. The arcade version and the Atari 2600 had multicoloured aliens, which was quite cool. These ones do seem to clash when they go over the planets, go a little bit invisible, making it a bit tricky. If only there was a way to have coded that. So it loses slight marks for that, but maybe they didn't have enough memory available to do that. But all in all, it's a pretty good shooter for a few moments. If you going through a lot of Spectrum shooters, if you're having a shoot 'em up day, then be sure to include this one. Mega Phoenix, we have reviewed quite a few shooters on the channel now, so you know, if you want to have a look at those, then please do so to see how they compare, get an idea what are good ones and bad ones. But the animation is brilliant, but as I say, now I've said it, when they go in front of the planets, that is annoying me quite a bit now. Should have changed the backgrounds too. But you can't have everything in this life, otherwise I'll be a billionaire on my own tropical island with a harem of beautiful women, probably. Right, let's shoot it. Die, Big Bird. Not Big Bird from Sesame Street, of course. They couldn't afford the license. But I've got a big fat laser now, which don't seem to be doing anything. It's like a true Atari laser, that is. Off we go again. Yeah, I might have to turn the cheats off again in a moment. Because, you know, they're not getting anywhere near me now. I'm utilising the shield to full power. You see the shield strength in the top middle? That gradually goes up until you deplete it by activating it. If you use all your shields, then that's it. You're defenceless normally. Yeah, I've turned it off now. Good, right. Is that off? I can't tell if I've turned it off or not. Lives aren't going down, so I've turned one of them off, but not everything. Right, come on little birdies, watch the birdie. If you're a regular viewer on this channel, you'll notice that quite often I will go off topic, but it's all about having fun, relieving stress, looking at retro games as well. It doesn't take itself overly seriously, and you shouldn't either. Yes, right, oops. Chicken, my lives are going down today. Lay a little egg, but not on me. I think death might be imminent here. If this thing doesn't destroy soon. I think every time you go round, the enemy take slightly longer to shoot. Just die, because I'm shooting a more powerful thing into his bottom, but he don't seem to be dying, that's just rude. Come on, just die, you stupid bat thing. All I'm trying to do is destroy the mothership, and I think that's it again, is it? Yes, bad luck, Nick, bad luck. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was quite interesting and well worth a play as I put my name in. That was Mega Phoenix on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Dinamic Software in 1991 and based on the arcade cabinet by Centuri, that one called Phoenix, in 1980. Now, if you've got any comments about this game, similar games or anything retro, then please put them below. Always like a bit of conversation. It's all about fun really, and the more comments we have, the more fun conversation in theory we can all have together. Nick, you're waffling on again. Well, thanks for watching again, and until next time, take great care of yourself, and I'm very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.